Welcome to all of my students in today's mentoring session. And as usual, I'll be starting with the weekly sectoral analysis. And after that, I'll be taking your questions for the positional and the swing trading setups. So what we have in front of us is the Nifty spot chart. And if we check the weekly chart, what we can see is that price is still in an uptrend. There has been a bullish harami pattern over here. If we combine these two candles, this is a spinning top. This is a large, big red candle, which is a bearish bell tool. But after that, there was a small bounce, and again, we have a red candle. So we need to see whether this particular support holds or not, which is 17,550. We are at a decent, strong support. And in the daily chart, also, in the daily chart, what we can see that the trend is currently down. Prices are below the moving averages. But again, we are at a support. So probably 17,700 to 17,550, this 150 point band is a strong support for the market. Now, how market will react over here is actually no one knows. It needs to be seen. And this is possibly the previous low of the market. You can see this. In case if price starts trading below 17,550 and closes below this particular level, then we can see some more selling coming up. Over here, how price is going to react as of now, we have no idea, because if you see properly in the weekly time frame, trend is still up. No matter we have come down, there has been some sort of profit booking, but the trend is still up. We are near supports, and it makes no sense, to go short when prices are near support. So we need to wait and watch very, very patiently how price is going to react over here. Now, if I open the bank Nifty chart, all right, what we can see in the banking pack is again the trend is up. Prices have retraced. This was a very good trend, and that we saw some bit of profit booking. Now you can see this particular candle over here is a big red candle, and it is accompanied by this previous high. So possibly 37,770 to again 37,450, 550. This entire band, in fact, this entire band is a very strong support, even in the daily chart. If you see properly, yes, in the daily chart, trend is down, prices are below the moving averages. But if we apply the Fibonacci and we mix all these candlestick clusters with this Fibonacci, then we can see again prices are still in a support zone. So exactly what is going to happen over here, it needs to be seen. If prices starts closing below this particular level, 37,550 and 37,450 possibly. This is the final support band, 37,550, 37,450, and it sustains below it, then possibly some sort of selling is expected. But as of now, it's very, very difficult to say. And also we should not try to, test how deep the water is, basically, because if you try to go short near a support, you can understand what can happen. Even if it is a one-day pullback or maybe a couple of days pullback, unnecessarily stops will get triggered. So we need to be very patient and watch what happens over here. All right. Let the market tell you basically what it wants to do. Private banking space, I think so, it has a little bit underperformed when you compare the bank Nifty chart. You can see very, very clearly private banks have retraced much more in comparison to the PSU banks. Now, this is a time where we can clearly understand. You can see how less PSU banks have come down and how much the private banking index has come down. So it is underperforming. Surely it is underperforming. Now, again, we need to see, are we near supports or not? Because currently the trend in the weekly chart is absolutely flat. We don't have an uptrend as of now. Now, you can see in terms of weekly chart, we are still a little bit far away from the support. You can see the support is somewhere over here, somewhere even below this Fibonacci, 18,870. And in the weekly chart, we are away from the supports. And if we check the daily time frame, this is the previous low, I think 19,180. So if you see prices closing below this, all right, and sustaining below this, then maybe we will see this particular level, which is 18,880, which will get tested. All right. PSU Banks in the weekly chart, yes, when the entire market comes down, so does the PSU Banks, but it is absolutely all right. As of now, till right now, nothing seems to be majorly wrong over here. According to my analysis, the trend is still up, no problems whatsoever. In the daily chart, the trend is flat. We don't have any trend basically as of now, but we are near supports. You can see we are near this Fibonacci retracement support, and even RSI is absolutely flat. It is flat since last 2 days because you can see the volatility has gone down. Small candles are coming up. So we need to wait and watch and see what happens over here. In case if the consolidation continues over here, and if the bank Nifty especially sees some sort of support coming over here, and if then the prices start rising, maybe then you can find out few good swing trades in the PSU banking space, but pick your stocks very, very, very fine tune your entries, because this is not a time to jump in just any breakout and buy any stock. You have to be very, very smart in picking your stocks and sectors. So yes, PSU Bank is outperforming the private banking index. Metal pack, I hope you remember just a couple of days back, I had shared that we are having this trend line breakdown happening in the metal pack. And if a big candle happens to be seen on the chart, then the next support is over here. The support is very close by. In fact, the support is very close by. If the selling continues, obviously you will be seeing prices testing this entire support band. And if closes below this, then even maybe further levels on the downside would be seen. And I've been telling this since now months that it is overstretched. And if it comes down, it is absolutely all right, according to me, because when the market was going up, you could see a vertical rally also happening. So it is absolutely all right. Auto index is one index which is outperformed in comparison to Nifty. It has come down very less, thanks to Maruti especially. I think a couple of weeks back also I had shared this stock with you. If you guys remember that Maruti is a stock which will outperform. It went up, then again it came down, and then again it made a new high. So overall, this stock continues to outperform. And auto as an index is also outperforming right now. But only thing is that in the weekly chart, what I could see is this shooting star candle. Apart from that, as of now, nothing seems to be worrying. But considering the overall environment of the market, which is little bit not extremely bullish right now. Yes, we are near supports, but it's not that bullish rally which is going on. So you need to be a little bit careful. You need to trail your existing stop losses. If you are holding any trades, trail your stop losses very, very aggressively. And if you see prices coming down, then probably you can go out and book your profits. All right, only if the trailing stop losses are hit, not otherwise. Finance pack, according to me, is in a downtrend in the weekly chart. If you see, we are still in an uptrend. We are just hanging on near this support band. Basically, you can see I have placed a small channel over here. This flat channel is a support. So in case, until and unless we don't break below this particular channel, it's fine. But if we start trading below this particular price band, which is 18,400 on the downside, if we close below this maybe for a couple of days, then you will see prices coming down, and the next support level could be somewhere over here, the previous low, which is around 18,030 levels. All right, so you need to be a little bit careful. IT index has been a delight recently, and what has happened is especially two stocks, I would say. One is Infosys. This is what I'd shared with all of you in the mentoring group, in the Telegram group. And I think the stock was somewhere over here, and you can see how beautifully the stock has gone up. Even after a 134 points drop in Nifty on Friday, you can see a dragonfly doji candle over here, which is the most bullish candle over here. So you can see how strong this stock is basically. All right. So overall, should keep a watch on the IT index, keep a watch on Infosys, and one more stock from my side is Tech Mahindra. But Tech Mahindra is not extremely strong in comparison to Nifty. In comparison to Infi. Infi is much more stronger than Tech Mahindra. But yes, these are the two stocks which you can keep your eyes on. And this is the support level, according to me. Until and unless we are above this, there is no issues. But if we start closing below this, especially this low candle, then you will see prices coming down. Pharma, if you remember last week, I had told you that prices are hovering near support band. And if we start closing below this particular level, especially over here, you'll see lower levels. You have seen lower levels over here also. And if you check in the weekly time frame, trend is now down. The trend is now down. The next support as per the weekly chart is somewhere around 13,230. And let us check in the daily time frame. In the daily chart, the support is around 13,350. So anywhere between 13,350 and 13,230, this entire band is a support. In case if the prices start closing below that and sustain for a couple of days, then you will see lower levels coming up. Otherwise, we are near a support level. Now, it needs to be seen whether we have a short-term bounce back or again the prices starts going south. FMCG pack, according to me, is just consolidating. There is no trend nor in the daily time frame nor in the weekly chart, but keep an eye on this because currently, if you see what has happened is I'll switch on to Heikin-Ashi candles. If you go to Heikin-Ashi candles, you can see these two candles, especially this one is a very small candle. This is a sign that probably the volatility is coming down, and if volatility is coming down, if the consolidation continues, and after the consolidation, and this consolidation will take some time, it's not going to get over very soon. It might take maybe 1 week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe more than that, I don't know. But after that consolidation, if we see a rally coming up, this sector you need to keep your eyes on for sure. But only thing is that in the weekly chart we do have a flat trend, but the daily chart should not overtake it. The daily chart trend is also flat, but in case if the selling starts coming up and if we close below this level, then it will come down. So you need to be very, very open. It's not that if it is flat and the volatility is coming down, so you jump and you start buying stocks. You have to be watchful and you have to react when the right time comes. Don't just start buying because since the index is not falling anymore and everything else is coming down, I'll just go and buy this particular stocks which are within this particular index. Real estate is also an index which is pretty much outperformed according to me, and even currently it is outperforming. Trend is currently flat, but I think we can see some sort of support coming up over here. You can see this particular cluster. It can work as a very good candle cluster which can give a decent support for the price. Once if you see some sort of bounce coming up from this particular part, then you can start searching stocks, but you have to be again very, very, very careful. And according to me, one stock, if this index starts outperforming, is going to be TLF. Even on a down day in Nifty, it has been able to show you a hammer. So you can keep your eyes on this particular stock. Consumption index, the prices have gone up, no doubt about that. But the problem in this rally is these candles are very, very small. When you have a very strong uptrend, generally we see bullish bell tolls, a lot of large green candles, even over here, and you can see even over here. But this particular rally, it's good that the prices have moved up, but I don't see that sort of confidence in this particular index as of now, because the reason is the candlesticks are very, very small. Generally small candlesticks, the spinning top, it clearly suggests that the index itself, the price itself doesn't know, market itself doesn't know where it wants to go. And especially the last two candles, if you see properly, this is a small shooting star. It's not a very strong one, but nevertheless it is. And we have a big red candle. So as of now, the trend is up, but not that much of confidence is coming from this particular price move. You need to wait and watch. And in the weekly chart, what we can see is again a shooting star sort of candle. So we'll wait for a week or so, and then we'll conclude probably what is going on in this index, because we have a positive crossover over here. But in case if we have a consolidation, then a short-term dip, and then again if we start seeing big green candles coming up, then maybe this index makes sense to concentrate on. All right, mid cap index was looking extremely bullish in last few days over here, but after that, since the entire market started coming down, especially this day on Friday, you can see a big red candle. Apart from that, we have seen a lot of small red candles, which are absolutely all right. Currently, we are at supports, especially this band from 30,750 to 31,040 or 50. So 31,050 to probably 30,750. This entire band is a strong support. In case if price is above this, there is no problem. And if there is a bounce which starts coming up, then you need to see and start looking for swing trades. Again, you have to be very, very, very careful, and don't just trade the normal amount of stocks which you used to do before. Trade little bit less. First, let the market start itself going higher. There is no problem in buying little bit late. There is no problem in trading less, because all of us have made adequate amount of money when the market was trending and going up. So in case if we trade little bit less, it is no big problem according to me. So you need to wait. We are near a support band, but if the prices start closing below this particular support band, maybe for a day or two, then you will see lower levels coming up. All right. So I hope this weekly sectoral analysis has helped you. And now I'll start taking the questions for the positional and the swing trading setups. Just give me a moment.